Let's get rid of that really quickly. Hi, my name's Tricia, and I'm here to tell you about realtimeknowledge.com. So our background is working in really large operational environments. And in these environments, there's lots of teams and lots of people doing lots of different jobs. And we often find that teams are really far apart, and that means that communications can be delayed or fragmented. We all recognize this. Alan talked about it a moment ago. But this still happens. Informationally poor reports and checks still happen in the workplace. We were at an airport recently, and they described a huge retail trolley. You know those big cages full of paperwork for the regulators to go through. And in this world, it's the managers, the regulators, in fact, who find the problems, not the managers. So paperwork and poor digital reporting poor digital solutions makes reporting inefficient, and problems can be missed if they're not tracked effectively. So here's another example of information that's difficult to access. Hi. So a colleague of mine was in an airport, and he had to look at the processes that were already going ahead. And to do that, he had to find some paperwork. He had to go out of the office, down the stairs, across a concourse, out of the building, over a road, into another building, up a lift, and then he got to the office, the file was missing. We all know what that's like. Managers need to have this information, so this is not ideal. Chasing people and closing off actions can be a challenge. So we work in a big operational environment with 7,000 people on site. And a significant number of these actually carry out safety and security functions. And before we came to them, tracking day-to-day reports was a nightmare. In fact, tracking incidents was more so. We've solved these problems. So Real-Time Knowledge is a really rich, intelligent reporting platform, and we call it the Swiss Army knife of reporting. It's a cloud-based software as a service platform, and it's focused on safety-critical environments. It provides instant visibility of checks as they're happening live and real-time. And that means you have instant view of the who, the when, and the why. Now, at the core of our system is the Workflow Designer. It's a really easy drag and drop builder, and it allows you to build intelligent workflows. And this ensures that standards are consistently applied time and time again. It powers escalations, notifications, and SMS. So we've made it really easy to use for the guy on the ground. This is an example of how the reports look on your PDA. It's well designed and it's intuitive. And because of this, it requires little or no training. So here's an example of a daily bus inspection, for instance, a depot inspection, or a tree strike. So gathering rich data with real-time knowledge is really easy, and it gives you a really detailed picture of coverage and compliance. Our communications are super clear. We've got SMS, push notifications, and email. And because of the Workflow Designer, the flexibility means that we can build hundreds of reports, and here's just a few examples of what we've already built. We'd like to add to that with rail and bus. And the real power is that it gives your business the ability to build your own workflows. There's no need for a software developer. And this means that implementation from 0 to live is days rather than months. We're very privileged to be working with Birmingham Airport, and we hope to extend that and work with rail and bus. So what does that mean? Well, at Birmingham, we've actually, in the last 12 months, completed nearly 250,000 reports in safety, security and compliance. That's over 20,000 a month, and that number's rising. We're award-winning. In that area, we've been recognised by the Airport Operators Association for Best Small Business last year, and we were shortlisted for Best Innovator, and that's against industry heavy hitters like Babcock, Fallers and Van der Lande. So that's real-time knowledge. And through the Go Ahead Billion Journey programme, we are really excited to be talking to Brighton and Hove and Metrobus about their day-to-day inspections of bus checks and their in-service reporting. For instance, potholes, tree strikes, and illegally parked cars. So thank you, Billion Journey Project, and come and see us at our stand to see what other innovations we've been doing during this project. Thanks very much.
So, Tricia, I mean, it seems like there's a huge number of opportunities for realtimeknowledge.com. Where do you see the company in 3 years' time?
Well, we've been working with airports, but we see ourselves working with trains and buses in the UK, Europe, and the rest of the world in the next 3 years.
Cool.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Tricia.
Cheers.